Hey, it's Buddy Lee. Welcome to my channel. I've been struggling a little bit trying to make videos with this content drought we've been going through, so I thought I might as well take out Ihulk for a spin since it's been a while since I featured him in a video. I'm gonna let him solo the entire safeguard path in Act 7.3.6 and then the Kang boss to finish. I'll be using all of his good synergy buddies since I may as well because he'll be the only one fighting. The cool thing about Ihulk and Safeguard is that the red damage ignores the 1% damage cap, so we can still do 30k plus medium hits. So this path has Paradox combo, which means we get a Paradox charge every 5 hits and remove them with intercepting. Entropic Extinction increases debuff potency by 30% per Paradox, so you're supposed to use a damage over time champ on this path, which Ihulk isn't, but he doesn't care about that. So we're getting right past that safeguard with 15k red damage from the mediums with our 15 rage stacks, and we're primed to go into SP2 cycle and max out our rage while we crush the rest of this Punisher 2099's health. That was 380k health taken down with safeguard and in 35 hits and 32 seconds. Not too shabby. Now we have Spider Gwen, and this fight will be a little trickier since she's a quick little spider that loves to evade. At the start of the fight, I like to start with a bunch of intercepts to take down those Paradox charges, because at the end of the fight I want to let Ihulk nuke down the rest of the health and not worry about hitting the Paradox cap. I take some damage here, but the beautiful thing about Ihulk is his ability to erase mistakes in seemingly no time at all. Now Immortality's on cooldown, and so the Hercules synergy gives us perfect blocks, and we can use that to land some extra mediums during the stun and not worry about evades. I try a little SP2 trick to save my rage, but that was super risky with Spider Gwen evading, and I take a bunch more damage. This is what I meant by Ihulk erasing mistakes. I have a good amount of rage and I'm on cooldown, so once I have 1 health, each second medium rage hit will fill back my gamma, and I end this fight with 100% health in stored gamma. This Mysterio fight is a little bit restricting for Ihulk as well, so we'll reduce our Paradox charges and then wait for the right opportunity to go into Hulk Rage mode and nuke down the fight. The long stuns from the Herc synergy against Mysterio is nice because 2 stuns basically takes us through the entire damage reflect mode. The time has come for Ihulk to smash this Mysterio, and we go into the SP2 cycle and hit our immortality at the same time. Now we get some Hulk on Hulk violence for this matchup, and this one is sketchy on getting the intercepts that we'll need, so I'm hoping for some favorable RNG on the Unstoppables, but we can always recover if we don't get that RNG. I've been getting these huge lag spikes since the update, and I was going for an intercept here, but when the lag was over, it made me throw a random heavy attack, which somehow lands. I didn't time things perfectly in this fight, and I ended up stacking 10 paradox charges, so I'm gonna let the heal activate and then try to land a few intercepts before ending this fight. This Guardian is being very passive and a little annoying, and I take some damage again. So far this is the 4th time I've taken combos along this path, and Ihulk's sustainability shines as he's been able to recover right away every time. We almost nuked him down, and it would have been nice to get the stun on the SP1, but we can use this to land a few intercepts to be able to go into the next fight at a lower level of paradox charges. This is the last fight on the path against Void, and we're running damage mastery, so I know that I'll take extra damage from that bleed debuff, but like all the times before on this path, Ihulk can come right back from that. This fight goes about perfect as I'm able to build right into my SP2 cycle and nuke down this void before I have to deal with any extra fun and interactive damage. Now it's time for the Kang boss, and Ihulk is really great for him, especially on this path with Paradox Fury. Looks like we came in with 10 Paradox charges, so we get 10 Fury buffs as well, and this lets us do good damage even when Kang is not in the wounded stage. We were close enough to getting Kang to 90% that I can just hit him a few more times to get to the next stage instead of following the prompts. I take a combo here, but the damage is stopped by the indestructible we get at 20% from the Thor Rag synergy. I screw up this wounded stage and I should have been able to get him down to 50% easily, but it's all good and we're still on track. Kang decides he doesn't want to throw the SP1 until after I take the damage from missing the prompt, which was very nice and considerate of him. We're just about to hit another wounded stage, and this time I'm not going to mess around and I just throw double mediums to take Kang to the final phase. I have 1 health though, and I'm on cooldown, so no more slip ups allowed. We're just about to hit another wounded stage, and this time I'm not going to mess around and I just throw double mediums to take Kang to the final phase. I have 1 health though, and I'm on cooldown, so no more slip-ups allowed. And we hit our intercepts, so Ihulk was successful in smashing up this entire Act 7.3.6 quest.